15 years ago, a very serious crisis took place in Spain, giving rise to hundreds of ghost towns, neighborhoods with hundreds of identical houses left abandoned, with no one ever having lived in them. We already made a full video about this, but we were so fascinated that we went back, and today we're going to explore two completely abandoned ghost towns.
We're not really sure how much of it was actually built, but what was removed or put back.
Wow, that's crazy, huh?
I almost died. Oh yeah, I saw that.
You have to be careful, man.
And what if we told you that we went back to abandoned ghost towns in Spain?
Hello, everyone.
It's Gabriel in quarantine, and today we're back for the exploration of two ghost towns in Spain. It's something we already did last year. We explored 3 ghost towns, real estate projects that kind of failed, and here we go again. Today you'll see it's even more impressive than last year.
The 2 ghost towns we're exploring today are completely lost in the desert. You'll see, we'll be under 30-40 degrees. It's going to be absolutely horrible, but we're still going because we love it. And today, we're heading out to explore this first ghost town, where there were supposed to be a lot of houses and where we're going to make some great discoveries. So here, this is the name of the project that was supposed to take place. Yeah.
Big neighborhoods like this all have names. This was likely the pedestrian entrance since the car entrance was just below. But it was closed off. Or it wasn't even connected to the road, actually, I think.
Funny, they already added that small back entrance detail.
Well, look, there's mosaic on the floor, while in the front it's empty, and we
have to go.
There's a house in front that looks really nice.
I don't think that's it. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's connected to the thing, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's abandoned, but it looks really new. Maybe we should go through the desert instead, just in case someone's there. Maybe a guard, or I don't know, you know.
Let's go into the desert.
And now we start to see it. At the end, look at all those half-built buildings. What an atmosphere.
Because that looks in really good condition, yeah.
It even looks inhabited, like, yeah, honestly.
We'll have some doubt from the start, seeing the ghost town and its barely finished structures in the distance. But we see 4 houses that are completely finished, with vegetation around them, and we don't know if these houses are inhabited or not, so for now we're going to go around them. We're going to go straight to what interests us, so the ghost town, and we'll come back to these houses a little later.
The goal in this video is to explore this project where there are already maybe about 50 houses. Then, in a second part, we're going to explore a project that was much more developed and once again, completely abandoned. So, the video will be in 2 parts, and we'll start with the smaller one, which is already quite something.
To give you a little taste, to show you what it looks like, Spanish urbanization projects that are completely messed up.
And what's also impressive is seeing all the roads that are already ready in Spain. The crisis that led to all this is called the Arradrio crisis, the brick crisis. And look what we find here, well, bricks.
Exactly.
Abandoned in the middle of nowhere.
It's a bit flimsy to build an entire city with this.
Ah, they were in trouble. And so, now, we're going to reach the first road, which was supposed to be used officially at the time.
Here we are on the first road. It's not bad, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. And in every ghost town, man, there's a mystical vibe.
So here really we have the typical example of a town where basically the roads were built but not much more than that. That is to say, things like electricity and plumbing probably weren't done. I think the sewers were done. But here you can see them, you know, the covers are still there and everything. They always dug them early. They're huge.
It's easier to build it from the start than after the houses are already there.
The more finished houses are mostly on that side. And there, it was really all the structures actually that were never finished.
Arriving in the middle of all these concrete structures, already what's striking is that all the roads have already been laid out, all the pipes, all the electrical terminals. We'll start exploring between the houses and entering the first ones. We'll link our first video in this style in the description, with plenty of other ghost islands in the mix again, in Spain.
We did an incredible one where we explained the full story in detail. We'll touch on it in this video, but for all the details or similar cases, you'll find some great content
that we have.
Some were impressive, with over 200 identical houses already built in a project of more than 1,000 homes. And it's impressive to see. And now we're starting with the first structures that are beginning to appear.
All these projects that are abandoned. Obviously that brings a lot of pollution because we have lots of plastic pipes, etc., that stay here.
And even in terms of visual pollution, yeah, there are concrete structures that are just left abandoned like that. And obviously that raises again the issue of housing in Spain, where there are lots of people who don't have a place to live. And this kind of project that never gets completed could house thousands of people.
That's clear.
We find ourselves at the first house where it's really just reinforced concrete, nothing more.
There are a lot of ducks. You don't realize it, but it's extremely hot here.
I think they might be able to tell, given what's around us.
The ground over there, we still have lots and lots of houses. Look at that, they're all in a terrible state.
So really what we notice here is that there's no life at all. The climate is completely arid. There's not a single bush growing, not a single green tree among all these houses. And on top of that, none of the houses are even finished. Only large, lifeless concrete buildings stand alone in the desert.
Did you see those yellow walls? I mean, the walls are covered with some kind of yellow paste. It's not the first time we've seen this kind of yellow paste. But I don't know what it is or its purpose.
I'm not a pseudo-insulation or...
Strange there are so few of them.
I do parkour or not.
Phew, not bad.
I got scared.
I'm going to go around. Let's see if we can get to the top of this one. It's a beautiful house with nice pillars. Ah, beautiful. If it was finished?
It could have been nice. I don't get why it's so broken inside these houses afterward.
I think some people just came for fun.
Yeah, it's really funny. You can access the roof from outside, it's nice.
Look, there are still more behind. Houses that are much less run down. You can still find it here.
At least it's cooler inside.
Fortunately, come on, let's go.
That, very smart, a pretty cool little terrace.
Which likely overlooked the rest of the project. The houses over there, well, the structures are really camouflaged in the desert.
Yeah, it looks like it.
We're heading to the 4 small houses we saw earlier.
Which seem to be the most finished, in quotes.
Ah, maybe show homes?
Yeah, I think they're show homes. I hope no one is inside since there are nice trees and everything there.
From a distance, it looked very well maintained and very clean, so we're going to approach carefully and see. So around us there are about 50 half-built houses, and we can assume that the project was supposed to have maybe several hundred, given the size of the site we're exploring.
For those wondering about the abandoned structures in the desert, we'll explain. These are among the hundreds of abandoned projects appearing across Spain.
Knowing that thousands are homeless in Spain makes today's exploration especially heartbreaking. This first ghost town is part of a nearby complex, but that one closed down and the real estate project La Tercia Real, where we are now, was completely abandoned. At the entrance, 4 houses are fully finished, but the rest are just concrete frames. Sadly, abandoned projects like this are common in Spain due to the brick crisis. This real estate crisis hit very hard, leaving hundreds of thousands of people homeless and suddenly stopping hundreds of thousands of construction sites. This is a prime example of a ghost town that will stay lifeless due to the crisis triggered in 2008 when Spain's speculative real estate bubble burst.
For a while, those 4 little houses have caught our eye. They're finished. We're starting to think they're show homes meant to promote the real estate project. We're going to check them out, hoping they're empty.
We arrive at the famous houses we saw from afar.
Which are almost finished, except for some damage that was done by vandals.
So these are very likely houses that were being offered. Developers were like, here you go, we can do different styles.
You see, there seems to be a lot more life here. Look at the trees.
It's really beautiful, isn't it? It's lush.
It's lush, it's much more welcoming. You see, there's a little tile to welcome you.
There's a little indoor fireplace. There are windows here that were installed, probably a little fireplace. The view of the desert.
Yeah, you see, the kitchen was already installed.
Yeah, these are beautiful model homes.
Judging by the smell, it was infested with pigeons.
Damn. Oh shit, that's disgusting.
It's abominable. The wood and bathroom were already installed.
There was no upper floor in that one.
That surprises me.
Well, yeah, me too, because it seemed like there was one.
We'll find another with an upstairs floor.
I don't know how lush the vegetation is here. It really looks like a little oasis.
Yeah, it's much more livable, let's say, man.
Look, we're looking. On this side it's green, and on that side,
It's a complete desert. Let's go see what's in this house that has what we commonly call a second floor, and which was obviously also ravaged by a fire.
oh yeah. There are bees or flies here, yeah?
A lot of them, huh?
You can only hear them buzzing.
Yeah, that one was really cool though. Wow, with a real one. The ceiling height is crazy.
It doesn't look Spanish. Actually, it seems much more French, especially with that framework.
This house is truly magnificent and beautiful.
Usually I'm not a fan of mass-produced houses, but this one was surprisingly charming.
This one is really very nice. A small bathtub that's already installed here.
Really not a lot of rooms.
No, it was a pretty modest house.
It's made for 2 people, I think. With kids, it gets complicated.
And the little terrace that's already set up. This kind of house is perfect. Yeah, but then it's about housing everyone, right?
And this kind of house is the one we could have found everywhere over there, and they're not identifiable at all.
They probably won't ever see the light of day.
They will never see the light of day.
Now you have a glimpse of what abandoned neighborhoods like this in Spain can be like. Next, we'll see another one that's nearly or completely finished, and it will have a totally different atmosphere. Join us. A swimming pool.
This one had an incredible swimming pool.
We had never found that in ghost towns. Yeah.
And man, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
It's completely new, a bit gross, wow.
I wasn't expecting a pool here. It's beautiful.
Especially in this condition. Having a pool must have been great.
It confirms the look. These were showcase houses for future builds. So stylish, everything about them.
Among the others, that's the one I would have chosen then.
Be careful, you should never dive into an abandoned pool. So, this first town was kind of a preview of what we're going to explore right after, since this is really a ghost town. With dozens of abandoned buildings, about 20 of them are completely finished.
That day, the overwhelming heat got the better of our equipment and the recordings had no sound. Luckily, we came back the same day to explore the town live and we saved the best for you. It's normal to see us on our phones during the exploration. We were just replying to the chat.
Unlike the towns we've explored before or even last year, these are actual buildings, as Corentin mentioned, not just simple houses, making them much more imposing and impressive. We're extremely hot.
How many degrees is it in the city where you are? We want to know because here it's 40 degrees for me.
It's
Drops of sweat.
that burn the eyes.
It's terrible, I'm sweating too. Let's head straight into the building. We'll be in the shade and it'll be cool.
We could get a first little look at a bit of everything. You're going to explain to us quickly.
To give us a bit of context, actually we're in the south of Spain, so as you can see in the sun, it's really hot. It's 35 in the shade, I think
At the time when it's the hottest.
So yeah, these are terrible conditions, but we're still here to go and explore an abandoned ghost town that you can see right there. Wait.
Maybe let's go to the other side of the gate.
Okay.
That might not be bad. So right there in front of us, how many abandoned buildings are there?
8,000, I think. Okay, let's stand here for now. It's already a bit better. You can see right in front of us that there are a lot of abandoned buildings. It's impressive. Look at this abandoned city. You can't see it, but behind me, there's another abandoned place that's incredible. It's gonna be really cool and we'll get the best view from the rooftops. Maybe we can even go up there.
Absolutely. People used to do that on the outside. And you'll see that going up to the upper floors is really, really scary.
Which camera are we using to film? Is it the Sony A7S III?
Look at the stairs. Look how scary it is. There's no safety at all. Do you see any safety measures?
None, I don't.
I don't see any. We have to climb all the way up there, so that's what we'll do.
That's what we're gonna do. Let's go up.
You'll see that the elevators had already been installed.
Despite graffiti on most buildings, you'll quickly see they're finished, with glass balconies installed. You'll also find elevators, electrical systems, and bathrooms still present.
And this style of building we're entering now, what's really scary is the stairwells, because they're not protected at all. We're really afraid of falling. In fact, there was a moment when it was almost fatal.
During the live, I nearly died. It's getting scary since there are no safety barriers.
So here you can't stumble, right?
There's a drop inside. What a drop, guys. We're really in the south of Spain. There's the elevator. We'll see it in upcoming tasks.
You feel dizzy, try to get your bearings, and that's it.
It's over. Look at the elevator there, the elevator that's stuck between two floors.
And if any of you work in construction, don't hesitate to tell us how much an elevator or an elevator shaft costs. That would be interesting.
Make your guesses on how much it costs.
This place is very different from any ghost towns we've explored before in Spain. What's shocking here is that we're talking about entire fully finished buildings that are abandoned. Electricity, plumbing and elevators were ready for use, but due to the real estate crisis, the developer lost funding and went into debt. He couldn't finish the construction overnight, so the workers were laid off and the site stopped completely. We don't understand why the government couldn't have subsidized them to finish it and allow homeless families to live there. Unfortunately, the millions of euros in debt accumulated during construction meant that no one ever set foot here again,
We don't really know how much of it was actually built. We never know what was removed or put back. That's where it gets scary. And there we are, we're on the roof of the building. That feels good now.
It's getting hot.
Otherwise we would have had to take the stairs to get to the other side.
Yeah.
Let's do that, let's go.
Be careful, okay?
I almost died there. Yeah, I saw.
You have to be careful, man.
These stairs are actually a bit away from the wall. I turned to go straight to them, but there were no stairs, just 15 meters of empty space. I almost fell, but caught myself. I think that was caught on the live stream.
And by the way, yes, we did a live there, so if you want to follow the lives, don't hesitate to turn on the little bell to stay updated on everything we do on the YouTube channel.
It's just below in the storage area. Click the bell next to subscribe and make sure to subscribe.
If you haven't done it yet, we see you.
So, there are stairs to get up to the roof. But honestly, I feel like the terrace is really slanted. It's going toward that side. So, I get that it's to drain the water, but mostly it's going to drain us, actually.
Not sure if you can see, but the buildings go on endlessly. Before I came here,
we drank a lot of water before coming, but we're losing just as much because it's so hot here.
Oh man, the view is catastrophic.
It's incredible, huh?
I'm not sure if you can see them, but the view stretches as far as you can see.
And we're going to go all the way over there too?
Yeah, we're going to go there right away. We'll go little by little. And you can see there are also buildings here. And surely, in the whole area over there, there must have been buildings that were supposed to be built too. But it never happened, even though it was nearly done.
Even though there are so many people looking for housing? Well, yeah, that's the thing, actually.
We're lost in the desert, so this isn't an ideal place to live.
Yes, but if it had been finished, it would have been perfect. Many people in Spain can't find housing, so projects like this should be completed to give them a place to live. So this raises a really important question in Spain where there are a lot of homeless people who don't have housing. Why aren't these projects subsidized by the state, or why isn't there some kind of help to finish these projects and house the many people who unfortunately have to sleep on the street?
Because here you really can't fall, otherwise that's it, you're done.
Damn, I could have died earlier.
It'll come out the front directly. And what's terrible about these houses is that they were almost finished. You can see that the rebar was installed, the electrical outlets, all the wiring was there, everything was in place.
All the roads are in place?
There are water drains, the sewers are there. It was ready to be inhabited.
Welcome.
It was really ready to be inhabited. You can see it's been heavily tagged, unfortunately. But all these terraces and everything, it must have been amazing. Well, it would have been amazing if it had been livable. Honestly, these buildings are beautiful, and we've been walking a while. We were over there at the beginning, in the first building. We've done all this, always more buildings. And there are still more as far as the eye can see.
So look,
we walk, and still there are abandoned buildings absolutely everywhere.
Oh, there are lots of bags of cement.
And there, the cement bags, they must all be solidified.
Yeah.
I really think there's cement bricks now.
So when you see the state of the bags there...
It looks all solid, huh? Because it must have rained.
Oh, wow.
Hey, that's Papeng. Look, that one is cut in half like it was a bag.
Before it fused, like where do you want to go?
I don't know. I'll follow you. This heat makes my brain work slower.
Let's go there, let's go there. Let's get a bit of shade over there because we're melting.
We'll keep exploring this ghost town, moving slowly from building to building. The atmosphere is intense, it's very hot, and we feel small next to these buildings.
Look though, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, here, it's in perfect condition, right?
Careful not to fall on your face. Okay.
Okay, a little water, there's a slight breeze. Here, I suggest we take a photo with the Kodak. Here, it could look nice with this.
Okay, very good.
And a quick Kodak photo then.
Okay, wait, how should I pose you for the photo? Let's go. Actually, why is everything abandoned? Because actually these are housing developments, so basically they're places where a lot of homes are built close together in the same area. The project failed due to insufficient funds, and so that's what it has become.
They're still beautiful movie-worthy sets. But it's really sad, like we said at the beginning of the live, to know that there are people who don't have a place to live. And here, there are dozens, even hundreds of homes. So we're going to decide to go directly upstairs to get a nice view of all these buildings. And it's really impressive to see these buildings built as far as the eye can see and that are totally abandoned.
As usual, we'll end up in the elevator shaft.
There, you can see it, that's what you were talking about earlier, the parking access. Ah, the view we have from here, it's amazing, right? Maybe you'll see it later. There's a little breeze here, it's nice. And look, there really are terraces.
There are cats everywhere. No, there isn't a single cat, that's what's crazy.
Even though we love cats, and what's crazy is that, look, we actually made it all the way over there. We did all that lying down. So you might think it's over, you might think,
Oh no, there's still a lot more behind it.
and yes, it's not over. There's still half of the buildings left behind. And what's kind of cool is that most of them here are built in the same way. And behind it's a different style. I don't know if we can see it from here.
Good question.
These are very different buildings.
As you can see, not all buildings in this abandoned city are alike. We're heading to the second part where the buildings are completely different.
And we're still curious. We're going to keep exploring, looking for little details we might have missed, and we'll keep making more and more beautiful discoveries. What's cool is that, look, here are the rooms inside, and actually each room had a door that led outside. Here, Karole, did you see? I don't know why. I don't know what it had to do with the water heater, but I don't know why they put that outside like everyone could see it from our little indoor terrace.
I think that's probably where you'd put your washing machine and similar items.
Things to dry, yeah, clearly, yeah, you hang your laundry and everything, it's unusual. Anyway, I had never seen little spots like that. It feels like being in prison.
Okay, well, let's go over there now.
There, you'll see, we're going to discover a new style of architecture because the buildings have nothing in common, and yet it's still the same complex.
Are you showing me at the beginning or further ahead?
Further ahead, let's put ourselves like in the middle of the crowd. There, look, so that's the new building, and over there, it goes on forever.
An Urbex? Oh,
A lizard, a crazy lizard, it's up there, look up there, up there, up there, there, on the other side.
oh yeah, oh, it's big.
It's huge. He was here yesterday, we saw a chameleon.
He left?
Yeah, he's here, he's on my side now. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, he has two. There's a baby lizard too.
It's a mom.
Ah, he's so cute. Oh, he got the baby. It's under the board there. Ah.
And yesterday, we saw a chameleon, we saw one. So we'll stay here, we'll be in the shade. Without falling, okay, that's better.
It's a beautiful gate.
She's crazy. At the top of this building, it's extremely hot, but the view of the city is amazing. Fantôme, it's impressive to see. And as mentioned, it's like a ghost town, something we'd never seen before in Spain.
It's really a shame. With these buildings, they're almost finished. The wooden cupboards have already been installed. There are so many elements that make it just a step away from being livable, but unfortunately that has never been the case. It's true that we went up there, We say that every time. Yes.
We're going to do it.
Here we go. Let's go now. Oh la la.
Climbing all those floors at the end will be awful. For those who don't know where to find the vlogs, it's obviously on the secondary channel Gabriel and Corentin. And well, there are quite a few exclusive secondary videos and vlogs over there, including the Spain vlog, which you can find there.
So at that point, we had already been exploring for almost 2 hours, and there's a problem that comes up after 2 hours of exploring. In 40-degree heat, we were completely dehydrated, so we absolutely had to leave this town to get some water, so that's what we're going to do. Plus, we had finished exploring the town, we were really happy, so we decided to leave.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Exploring ghost towns is always a pleasure for us. If so, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.
See you next Saturday at 6 p.m. This was Gabriel and Corentin. Bye.
Bye.